Okay, I'm back. I have acquired some water, so I should be good. West chamber. If we're about to fight the knight, then I absolutely want... I guess I'm putting that on Relse. Alright, the final confrontation, I guess. You. Oh, it's dodging. Note around this time, dumbass. I don't know where you put Toriel, but it's over. The fountain just passed you, isn't it? That means we don't even have to beat you. All I have to do is get past you and it's over. You can't beat us in the light world, can you? That's why you keep running, isn't it? Yeah, what's so funny? Because why are they laughing? Because they're Mayor Holiday, and in the light world we're screwed. You lose that fountain. It's over. Don't make another fountain. Oh, they don't care. They're just going for it. Are we going darker than dark? Are we going the roaring? Is the roaring chapter... Oh, it turned to stone. Oh, is that a Titan? I think that's a Titan. I think the roaring has started, which is not at all where I thought this game was going. What the hell? Maybe it's like a threat of the... What is that thing? It's a Titan. That was it. There's no time to explain. Everyone climb on. It won't attack itself. Maybe we seal the... I don't think the roaring happens. I think it's like threatened, but I don't think it'll actually happen. That's my guess. Like, I think we're gonna barely seal this fountain before it actually fully forms. But like, maybe not. Who knows? I really can't say. I was not expecting Titan Chapter 4. I mean, this does kind of confirm, I think, that making a Dark World in a Dark World instantly causes a Titan. I don't think that's debatable anymore. I used to deny that. I'm giving up that fight now. We have seen it for ourselves. Oh, come on, Chris, come on. Where are we? It looks like we're safe. For the time being, if we stay here, it's only a matter of time before it finds us. What the hell is that thing? When the fountain's power becomes too strong, when the flow of darkness runs wild, it makes that Titan. It's the fear of the dark. It's the bump in the night. It's the shadow in the backside of your mind. It has no consciousness. It only exists to destroy. How the hell are we supposed to beat it? I don't think we can. It's hatching so fast. Unless... Chris, you can seal fountains, can you? Maybe if the Titan is anything like a fountain, you could... seal the Titan? It's found us. Can you, like, fly? What is that? You're not Tails. You're not miles per hour. Let's find a place to climb back on and fast. If we jump back there, we can get back on. Jump down. Well, it's already spawning. Darkness constricts you. TP gain reduced outside of... Titan spawn. Attack 30, defense 200. A shard of fear are places in places detark. Expose it to light and gather courage to gain TP, then banish it. Oh. Oh, I'm emitting light. There's some stuff to stay calm. Oh, we have dual heal. Right and... Alright, so it is Chris's soul. It's not the player's soul. It is Chris's soul. That is consistent across multiple acts now. Dual heal. I imagine... This is not at all what I was expecting out of Chapter 4. I was fully expecting to seal the fountain. When did you start being yourself? Chris's soul umbrella. The atmosphere feels tense. You can use banish. Wake Chris, revive Chris. Chris's soul emitted a brilliant light. We're sealing them like... Purified. Is everyone alright? Yeah, let's get back on. If we jump here, we can make it back on. I don't know what else... I don't know why you would choose not to. No, the rowing is not happening because of the festival, but I think that, yeah, I think I'm right. I think I'm going to seal this. Yeah, that's literally what Rouse was talking about. Toby cooked so hard with this climbing mechanic, by the way. This is really... I mean, I don't know if it's fun, but it's definitely like a compelling new gameplay mechanic. Also, I will note that Rouse did not say that it was because a dark function was in a dark world, just that... Come on, Chris. I believe in you. You can do this. Feels like we can go much higher. Elsie, are you okay? Fine, I'm just a little rattled. Ooh, Max! Seriously, don't mention it. Let's go. A world basked in pure light. Beneath it grew eternal night. Light and dark, both burning dire, a countdown to the earth expire. A fountain's freed the roaring cries, and titan shaped from her darkened eyes. And the line, huh? It seems so. Guess we just wait for the Titan to show up. No, That's like a skull. It's already been here the whole time. Hey, dumbass, don't know if you got the memo, but we're heroes. There's a lot of stuff in our lives we haven't gotten to see yet, so get out of our way. Or as soon as my hand stops shaking, my axe is gonna chop you in half, got it? Oh, so it's not an angel. If that's the Titan. No darkness. Dual heal, thank you. Consider strategy. Attack defense. Defense 800. The fear of the dark, which appears in many forms. Use axe to survive. Expose darkness to light. And gather courage to gain TP. Then use unleash. Okay, so this is an Eldritch Angel. I really should have saved tension max for this, honestly. I feel kind of silly for wasting it on that other boss, but to be honest, I couldn't have known this was coming, and I now at least know for replays. It's also possible that it wouldn't have worked because maybe the tension gems are considered treasure in a way that this isn't, because this is courage. For a moment, you felt your heart being gripped. The ground shudders. A swarm is coming. Ah, Susie's down. There's nothing left. I'm gonna revive Susie. I don't care. I guess nothing. Unleash. Okay, build up CP. Your soul emitted a brilliant light. Attack! Its defense is... Really? Okay. Oh, I should have equipped the axe onto Susie then. Yeah, because I'm not going to be able to cast Root Buster. Alright, so I guess for this fight, the Gerson axe is actually better. Significantly, I'd say. I'll be real, I do not like this TP mechanic at all. I actually hate this. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I think that this is really stupid, that the coolest mechanic of Deltarune, TP management, is resorted to like a gimmick for this, for multiple fights, not just the one. I'm gonna have to cast dual heal first. Oh, they both cast it. Alright, let's hear. Unleash. Yeah, reveal that. If I can somehow get 40% TP, then I can hit it with a Root Buster. That's probably going to deal the most damage of anything I have. Let's heck, its defense is down. I can just get 40%. Nah, it's only lasts for like 2 turns, man. Ow, I need to use dual heal next turn. So wait, does this mean that the friend cat thing is the Titan? Because like that's like the Fear of the Dark, isn't it? I don't really know. My mind is like not working right now. She looks one brighter. I can't believe I'm actually fighting a Titan. Like that hasn't really set in. This is crazy. I am still mad that I don't have the spin cake. I don't understand what was so illegal about the spin cake. I don't know why you can't get it in this chapter. That's a crazy laser attack. Oh, is it dead? Or is it like weak enough to be sealed? Did we do it? Hey, wait, what is it doing? It's trying to heal. It's regenerating. Hey, Rousey, how do we stop? I don't know. Oh no. Seems capable of regenerating if not fatally wounded. It seems we're only damaging its outer shell. As long as the inside is intact, this battle will just keep. Oh, 10,000. I suppose we just have to keep on fighting. Ooh, Gerson the Undying! What are y'all giving up for? You're not out of ideas, are you? Old man, I thought you were. I was looking for a change of scenery, but this is ridiculous. Come on, let's get this fella. Hell yeah. Your soul is shining. A new act appeared. Duel Buster. So shown on the old man and Susie. Yeah, not bad. Right? Still have only heart it's outside. Then you know what to do, right? Again? I'm helping. Chris, I got an idea, but you're not supposed to put your life in my hands, kind of literally. Then when he asked me, you know what, I got this, right? Who's the idea? Nah, screw it. Get dunked on. No. Oh my god. You're gonna throw Chris inside. Into the depths. We're entering the depths. The soul. We did it. Hey, Chris, what's the deal with that red heart thing? Is that your... Wait a sec, the old man, we gotta still talk to him. Chris. Okay, I'll say it's fine. Chris, you're right. I can't believe it actually worked. We actually defeated a Titan. If we can do that, then... Chris, where's Susie? Susie, wait! Is the old man dead? Last story part. No! Susie, stop! The last story. Prophecy's end. And then, when all hope is lost for the tale, the final tragedy unveils. Save the world. There's only one. Susie, don't look! Susie, hey. Susie, hey. Shut up. What did you learn? The hell are you apologizing for? You're worried about that? Seriously? That stupid prophecy? Like something like that would happen. I wouldn't let it happen. Chris wouldn't let it happen. Obviously you wouldn't let it happen, so... Why would you laugh? It's just stupid. So stop crying, okay? Everything's gonna be alright. Hey, Chris, let's go see the fountain, okay? Susie doesn't buy it. Susie, she's a really nice person, Chris. How can she be so kind? How? I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry I didn't say the whole prophecy at first. What if I said something different? If we did something different, if we were just kind enough, perhaps by the time we got here, it would change. But no matter what we do, our fate is already decided. Sorry, don't look at me. I don't mean to always make everything about me. I'm sorry. Everything's okay, Chris. Look, I'm smiling. It's okay not to smile. Chris, you... I'm scared. It's getting harder and harder to just stand there smiling all the time. To be the one pretending you're not afraid too. But, being with you two, the more I'm with you two, I realize friendship isn't just about being happy all the time. It's something far, far greater than I could have imagined. I want to believe again. I want to believe it could change. There isn't just one ending. There's this hope, or naive hope. It's infectious, isn't it, Chris? So, until you say it with your own eyes, let's believe too. So what's the fate? Chris, you can go to the fountain now. Susie's waiting. To save the world, there's only one way. Is it like to separate the light from the dark? Chris, you were cool when you played the piano earlier. Man. Only then will the world be saved. Hello, Susie. Hey, Chris. Can I tell you a stupid dream I have? No matter what, I want to keep being friends with you and Rose. When the sun comes up again, I want tomorrow to be the same as yesterday. And the next day to be just the same as that. And in the end, you can always go back to the way things were before. You don't have to say anything back, Chris. I know. You're thinking the same thing. Aren't you, dumbass? Susie's smile, which seems to defeat everything, shined on in front of you. And for a moment, it was as if all of the darkness had been blown away. As if in imitation, your soul began to glow. Finally. So where is everyone? Toriel? Hey, Knight? Chris. Was Toriel even... Let's just go. So did we get played? Did we get played for absolute fools? The organ. No reason to play it now. A door. A large person could fit inside. Turn the doorknob. Turn the doorknob. You didn't do anything else. Closet Knight is real. The Knight is behind that closet, and Chris knows who the Knight is. And Chris refuses to open the door. Because they know who the Knight is, and the Knight is in there. That's the implication. It's a door. A large person could fit inside. The doorknob, but Chris refuses to check inside because the Knight is hiding in there. It doesn't seem very useful. Oh, I didn't use it in the Dark World. Whatever. Doesn't have anything to say. It smells nice after the rain. The bench is wet. Is that it's raining somewhere else? It's a gravestone. It's kind of hard to read in the dark. Gerson. I don't think it's gonna start the melody. I don't know where we're going. Door's locked. No one is inside. No one, so she's not there. It's closed. It's closed. This is the... It's raining here. Or it was raining. Or I don't know what the song's gonna be called. It's closed. I guess we're going back to school? Is it gonna be locked? Why don't we just go home? No Castletown? Really? No reason to go back in there. bunker. I might as well. No closer to opening this thing, huh? Tomorrow. Tomorrow we have to do something. We have to. So there's no there's no castle town. Like, we're sure about that? I want to go back. Yep. No. She's not having it. I would have expected 2 Castletown segments. I think it's kind of a shame that we don't get to see Castletown at night. It's closed. That makes sense. QC's Diner, it's closed. AC's, it's closed. Somehow it's more sanitary. So his expression is different. It's closed. Wait. Peek in. Zigzag grid, flat screen TV, rectangular looking kitchen. It's a bit messy, but nothing special. Knock, knock, knock. No response. Knock, knock, knock. No response. Let's go to your house. Okay, so she does live here. She does live. That is confirmed. She actually does live here. That is straight up confirmed. She lives in that building. Is there anything else to do around town? Knocking my wits coming up. It's closed. That's truck. Do I wait here? No, let me check the checklist and see if there's anything else. Oh. I can. Does Susie have anything to say about this? You hear that? No? Sounds like someone's playing a song out there. Nope. On the other side of the lake. The old song from the sea. Yep, there's nothing left. What, I got something on my face or something? Huh. I don't know. I probably could have done that earlier in the chapter as well. Now that I think of it. Maybe I didn't wait long enough. I have to wait a long time. Scratching, hissing. It appears to be locked. It doesn't seem very useful. It's Mom's van. So, do you mind if I... Chris? Sans? Sans, you motherfucker. Yeah, I'm not tense like a jitterbug in the sages. Well, you tried bugging me, so jitter away. Why didn't the skeleton have anybody to dance with? Because he had nobody to dance with. Good one. Not only did you totally botch that joke, but I'm dancing with you, so it doesn't make any sense. Are we interrupting something? Oh, Chris, dizzy. No, you are not interrupting anything. You're looking for you at church and... Ah, sorry, I canceled choir practice today due to the rain. The weather was so bad and... Chris, have you Mr. Sands? Yeah, that's Mr. Undertale to you, Toriel. Susie, did you want to stay over again? You could just sleep in Azrael's bed. Is Chris looking down? I think I gotta be going, actually. Oh, alright. See you later, honey. I mean, Susie. Later. Aw, Chris is sad. Chris, is Susie okay? Hey, she'll be fine. I'm sure she'll figure it all out. Meanwhile, let's get back to business. Chris, what about you? Want a party? Chris, party. More games. Maybe, you know, just gotta do this. Go to Engine Gate. We can play some brand new music, too. I'll blow up the tune. Is she drunk? Chris, where are you going? You're going to bed already? Make in the fridge if you want them, dear. Good night, honey. Just stuck in the convenience store, and Mr. Sam was so much fun that... Who gives a damn about choir practice? That's the thing. She's drunk. She's actually just drunk. Doing the whole time. You see missing things. Someone's clearly wait for her. The fridge, a bottle of empty ketchup. A bottle of ketchup stands defiantly inside. You should probably just go to bed. Alright. Fine. Oh my god, Chris! Oh, I'm in this cage. Chris can't even sleep. Chris, I feel so sorry for you, man. You don't deserve this. This sucks. This is a horrible ending. What are you... I hate this too, Chris. Oh, Susie. That was Susie. Take me with you? Huh. We aren't gonna let that happen. Right? Man, what did she learn? Is that from the night? Chris. Don't forget, Chris. You promised. Huh. So that was Deltarune Chapter 4. There are two options going forward here, I think. Actually, let's look at the bingo sheet real quick. I would say that that's definitely no papyrus. Freedom motif, I would mark that. I don't think the explosion was used anywhere. I heard the sound a lot, but I don't think it was ever actually used. Oh. Well done. The halfway mark has been attained. I don't know if he said something. I was looking at my checklist. The halfway mark has been attained, but it is still waiting. How much longer now? I'd say a year until Chapter 5. My Deltarune. Your Deltarune. To be continued in Chapter 5. 2026? Really? No, you can't just do that. You can't just drop a release date. Okay, Chapter 5 is in 2026. I was not expecting that. I mean, I was expecting that. I was not expecting the game to just tell us that. That is news. That is, like, legitimate news. Sorry if you heard that. I just took a very big sip of water. Hang on. That was crazy. So I guess my thoughts. I think that Player Angel has risen significantly in my mind. I think that's the first thing I'm willing to grant. I think that there was a lot of Player Angel symbolism that I kept pointing it out. I still don't see how that fits in the bigger picture, but I have to concede that Player Angel has some... I'm willing to admit that there's a lot of evidence for Player Angel. So even if I don't know how that fits together yet, I'm definitely going to look into how that connects. The night, it's either December or it's Mare. And I genuinely believe it's the Mare at this point in time. I think the way that her color palette is introduced, the way that she was introduced, and the way that the night literally said, "Stay there, I'm coming," and then the Mare showed up. Like, I don't know what more you would want. That the night said they were coming, and then the Mare showed up. Especially because Noelle made a point. Noelle made a point to say, "Oh no, she's not going to be home for hours now. She's at work," and then she shows up. No, and she hid in the closet, holiday family ninja style. The alternative is Death Knight, and I can see the vision for Death Knight. I think that Death Knight and Nightmare are going to be the two theories that are going to duke it out in this new theory era. I can see Death Knight, especially because I think that, like, from the Night themselves, Death Knight makes a bit more sense in terms of, like, that's what it would look like. If I saw that design and nothing else, that's Death Knight to me. That was not Papyrus. That was not Alvin. I'm so glad Alvin Knight is dead. I'm so glad that Alvin Knight is dead. I do not like Alvin Knight. I respect Alvin Knight, or I respected it, I guess, past tense. I do not like it as a theory. I think that it would not be built up enough. But the Mare has been built up enough, I would say. And that's where we are now. Overall, I would say that I think Chapter 4 is directly below... I don't know where I put Chapter 4. Because the thing that keeps coming back to me is... a Deltarune chapter is only as good as it is replayable. This is a game I want to be able to replay casually, you know? Or, like, not like casually, but I want to be able to just sit down and replay this and have a good time. I can play chapters 1 and 2 and have a good time. I don't think I can play chapter 3 again and have a good time, you know? And I don't know if I could play chapter 4 again and have a good time. Just casually. Because, like, I'm just gonna say it. I don't like the darkness in this chapter. And that's like a really, really dumb thing to complain about, because that was kind of like the whole thing. I don't like the darkness. I don't like the dark rooms. That just isn't fun. That's not enjoyable to me. It's just frustrating. It's boring. You're just walking around in the darkness. So Gerson the Undying is real. That happened. I was a fan of that theory. I was a big fan of that theory. I'm very happy that it did actually happen. I'm very happy that it was real. I was not thinking it would be, but it was the only secret boss for Chapter 4 that I could make some sense of. I could be like, yeah, that makes sense. And the Knight's motivations are still unclear, but I will now note that Susie explicitly stated that the Knight wishes to end the world. And it seems to me that the Knight deliberately messed with things specifically to prevent the Delta Warriors from getting to the final fountain. Like, that's how it read to me. The Knight's plan was to lure the Delta Warriors, was basically to trap them. Because we were trapped. That is what happened. We went into the Dark World. The Knight fled. We thought nothing of it. We went to seal the fountain first. And by the process of doing that, we messed up and we were stuck in the Light World and couldn't get into the next Dark World. And to me, that communicates the Knight is trying to bring the Roaring. I mean, they literally summoned a Titan. I don't think that Storyteller Knight lives. I'm sorry. I do not believe that the Knight is trying to inspire hope or change in the Laners. They're trying to bring the Roaring. That is their goal. I don't know why. I have theories as to why. I would have thought that if those theories were true, it would have been explained. So I don't know how confident I am in my old interpretations. But I think that the Knight is absolutely trying to bring the Roaring. I think that's no longer, like, debate worthy. I think the Knight is Mayor Holiday. Or it's December. Like, that's the second option now. It's not Chris. Chris Knight is officially dead. I do not think that they could have created that church fountain. I think it is very clear that Chris is working with the Knight. Or, like, is in cahoots with them. Which is not something I would have thought, like, at all. If I had to write Deltarune a million times, I don't think I would have written Chris to be in cahoots with the Knight. But not be the Knight. But I'm willing to take it, because I think that, like, I think that's an interesting way of giving Chris foreknowledge. Like, to me, this is why Chris knows things. But I don't think they know everything. They're receiving instructions, but not everything. And Closet Knight is real. Closet Knight is just actually real. The Knight hid in the closet in Chapter 2. I'm sorry. That is what is implied. That was what is implied in Chapter 2, and that is what is implied in Chapter 4. Chris is working with the Knight, and they hid in the closet, and Chris refuses to open the door because they know that the Knight is in there, and they're working with the Knight. And Mare had that moment where she was like, oh, don't remember, Chris. You're always welcome to the house. I'm not against you. Which is really weird, because why would the Mare have particular feelings with Chris? Like, why would she care about Chris? Especially because Chris is like the weird kid. Chris is very weird. Almost as weird as Susie. And I don't think that Mare is stupid. I think it's just that they're working together. So I think Nightmare is real. I think I won. Tomorrow, I'm going to look into what I'm doing for the Weird Route. I don't know at this moment in time what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to play it myself. I kind of don't want to, if I'm being honest. I'm really not looking forward to replaying Chapter 3. I'm really not looking forward to replaying Chapter 3. But, yeah. That's where I'm at. Oh yeah, the Ice Palace? I was not expecting Ice Palace in Chapter 3. I was not expecting any of that in Chapter 3, honestly. My ranking of the chapters right now, I think, is 3, 4, 1, 2. If I'm being completely honest. Maybe Chapter 4 is above 1. But I don't know. I don't like the darkness stuff in this chapter. I like the ideas of the chapter. I think chapter 4's story is really good. I think this chapter was very jam-packed. I think I can also understand why chapter 5 was part of this deal originally. Because chapter 5, I think that would have rounded this out, because it does kind of feel like there should have been more at the end there. I felt like a Castletown segment would have been nice, but I'm not going to hold it against Toby. In the full game, the pacing will probably be fine. I was expecting 2 different hometown exploration segments, if I'm being completely honest. And there was no mention of the Papyrus plot. So that's not happening soon. And where was that Birdly dialogue? You, me, festival? That didn't happen. That didn't happen. I don't know what to say. Was that Weird Route dialogue? No, because Birdly's dead. What am I saying? I don't know. What I do know is that chapter 3 is going to suck. Alright, what I think I might do, if I'm being completely honest, I might look up a playthrough of the chapter 3 and 4 Weird Route and record my reaction to that. Because I'm being completely real. I hate the Shadow Mantle quest. I hate the boss. I hate the gameplay of chapter 3. Chapter 3 is... I do not like chapter 3. I'm sorry. I hate it. I did not like that at all. The gameplay, at least. Like, Tenna was fine. Tenna was not what I was expecting, but Tenna was fine. But the gameplay? Atrocious. That I did not like that at all. That was not Deltarune. That was a different game entirely, and it was not a good game at that. If the movement speed was doubled, if you could sprint in the video game world, then that would instantly make it significantly better. So I think I'm going to watch a playthrough. That's what I think. I am now going to check my... I don't know. I think I'm going to go to sleep, and I think I'm going to do it tomorrow. I was going to check Discord, but I think I'm going to wait. What else is there to say? Oh yeah, Friend Cat. That wasn't really like... It wasn't really like explained, but it was there. Spamton and Jevel got retroactive lore, but we didn't get new secret bosses, really. And that's also a kind of thing. That's also a thing that I'm kind of disappointed in. That I was really hoping we would get, but we didn't. I kind of feel like Gerson the Undying... I'm going to call him that forever, by the way. You can't stop me from calling me that. It's a Hammer of Justice. No. It's Gerson the Undying. I'm sorry. I'm a Chapter 2 era Theorist. I'll change my internal terminology eventually. Like, Gerson the Undying, that was a good fight. It wasn't that hard, though. The night fight, that was really hard. That was really, really hard. And I kind of respect that. And I kind of understand what the Shadow... Like, okay, the Shadow Mantle... I think I would have preferred a scenario where the Shadow Mantle was related to a soul mode, and we got 2 soul modes. I didn't like that... Like, okay, if I had my way, I would have put a weirdo secret boss in Chapter 3. But I'm willing to kind of accept that maybe the idea is that Chris's Darkhold is just different. And that's okay, but... Man. Yeah. I think I won, though, with the knight. And that's crazy, because, like, in the places that I frequent, at least, Mira as the knight is, like, a frowned upon, laughed at candidate. People do not take Nightmare seriously. I think that Nightmare is risen. I think that Nightmare is just true. Like, it's between Nightmare and Death Knight, and, like... I think that makes sense. Though, I don't know. It could be Death. That's the other thing. Like, I'm not going to try and say that Nightmare is 100% real, because the Death stuff does also exist. And I'm not going to pretend that Death couldn't make sense. Especially because, like, when you look at the Knight themselves, like, either the Mayor is, like, really getting into character, or it's Death, who has been broken beyond repair. And that makes a bit more intuitive sense to me. So I think I'm going to need more time to think on it. My gut instinct as a Chapter 2 era theorist is that Nightmare is true. I think that makes more sense. My understanding of Nightmare has definitely changed significantly from this, because I don't think that certain things that I was expecting to be true were true. If it's Nightmare, then I think that she's trying to find Des, which is interesting. I don't know. I'm going to look back at my own footage real quick. I'll be back. I'm going to look back at my old footage and look at exactly what the knight said. Because if I'm remembering correctly, and if the knight said, I'll be there soon, and then the mayor showed up, if that's actually what happened, then I think that Nightmare is just real. Not like 100%, but to me, that's the option I'm going with. If that's not what was said, and I'm misremembering or misinterpreted, then I think Death Knight makes more sense. I'm going to go check. Okay, yeah, I know, I checked. The person on the phone, who I'm assuming is the knight, says, Susie Guitar, I'll be right there. And who shows up? What the hell? Not merely a few minutes later, the mayor. I don't know how else to interpret that. Like, I literally do not know how else to interpret that sentence other than the mayor is the roaring knight. I'm sorry. That is what it is. Okay? You All right, let's see the soundtrack. Because I'm very interested in the soundtrack. Let me go to Steam store page. I should be able to buy the soundtrack, right? That's going to be on Steam. I'm not really going to, like, listen to all of it. I hopefully listen to enough of it in the game itself. Hang on, I have to connect to Wi-Fi. I turned my internet off. Oh no, is the internet... Are we in an internet outage? We might be in an internet outage where I am. Damn, that sucks. Hey, I'm gonna try and see if I can't set up like a hotspot or something so I can download the soundtrack. I want to know what the music is called. I want to know what the Knight's battle theme is called, because that might be relevant. I'll be back. Okay, I think I got it. Using my phone as a hotspot right now. This is very stupid, but I'm very curious. It seems that the Knight's battle theme is called Northern Light. That's what it seems to me. No, I'm not downloading the soundtrack. I'm just going to assume from the names, with the knowledge I have of the game. Flashback excerpt. I don't know what the... Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to assume that's what that is. It's either that or it's sword. Or I guess it's black knife, maybe? I don't know. Maybe the all caps tracks are like the Shadow Mantle ones. But I'm going to assume that Northern Light is the Knight's battle theme. Which is interesting. There's a track just called C. Is that like the Mayor's theme? There's Hammer of Justice. Oh, there's 12 a.m. and 13 a.m.? Spawn, Guardian, Need a Hand. Concert for You. Interesting. The Place Where It Rained. Ooh! So that's the rating it's somewhere. It's raining somewhere else. That's what played at the end. Interesting. Crumbling Tower, there it is. And A Dark Zone. So they were both Chapter 4 tracks, as I suspected. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm not really gonna download the soundtrack off of my hotspot. That would be incredibly stupid. I'm not that stupid. But I did connect my hotspot to my phone to my laptop just so that I could buy the soundtrack and look at the names. Yeah. I'm happy with this experience. I would have wanted just a bit more Secret Boss juice. I wanted a third spam. I wanted a sequel to Spamton and Jevil. We still only have 2 goobers, and I'm kind of sad and thinking that we might not get a third. But you know what we got? We got the Titan fight. That was crazy. We got the Roaring Knight, who I think is Mayor Halliday. Or like, at the very least, the person that Chris is talking to is Mayor Halliday, and she knew about the church. And the timing for her making the church fountain doesn't seem to make sense, but I think that the intended progression is that you listen to what Susie said and you visit your own house and find that Toriel is missing. I think I skipped that. I think I messed up the story, and I kind of did like a speedrunner skip. Kind of like how you can skip sending the Darkners back to the Castletown. I assume that doesn't do anything. I'm not testing that. And in Chapter 2, you can avoid returning to Castletown at the end of the day. I'm assuming that you can do that. That it's the same kind of thing, where I skipped a plot beat by accident. And the intended storyline is that you check your house. You see, oh, she's not there. And then you go. And then in that time, Mayor would have rushed off. That's what I assume. I can't prove that, but that's my assumption. So live with it. Yeah. I can't believe that the night discussion is... I mean, it's not over, but it is revolutionized, for sure. Like, there are 2 candidates. There are no more. I do not think that it is possibly not a holiday. It is a holiday. Holiday Family Ninja Style was real. And I think that it's the mayor. No, because, like, look, it's the fact that the voice on Chris's phone said, I'll be there shortly, or whatever, and then the mayor shows up out of nowhere. Specifically, Noelle is not, like, expecting it. Noelle is like, oh, no, she won't be here for, like, some hours. Nope. She just showed up out of nowhere, as if in response to the guitar, mind you, specifically in response to the guitar. And, like, I guess the only answer would have to be that the voice on Chris's phone isn't the Roaring Knight, which is possible, but, like, what would the deal with that be? Especially because they directly talked about making dark fountains and the church. So, like, if the phone voice is Mayor Halliday, but the Knight is not Mayor Halliday, then that implies that, like, Des and the Knight, or Des and the Mayor are working together in some... I don't know. We learned the code... I don't know if we got the bunker code from the... from the church. But we did get the Pine Tree code. Well, Chris doesn't share the Pine Tree code, but we know it. It's 1225, which makes sense when you actually think about it. That's like the December number. But, yeah. And the fact that the Light Nerd religion is just straight up the Deltarune prophecy, like, it's not even, like, there's no room for interpretation there. Like, they explicitly... I was thinking some scenario where, like, the Light Nerds didn't really understand the prophecy and kind of just filled in the gaps. No, they get it. It's just not talked about for some reason until now. That's kind of weird. I think that is kind of like, really, Toby? So that significantly changes my opinion of the angel then. I think that player angel is real. That's where I'm coming out of this with. Because if the Lightner religion is the Deltarune prophecy, then that means that the Lightners aren't wrong, and that means that the angel is probably a good thing. And I don't think that the angel is Noelle Holiday. That doesn't... who knows? I still haven't done the weird route. I think I'm gonna watch a walkthrough of the weird route. I'm not gonna do it myself. I don't think. I have the file ready, but I don't think I'm doing it myself. If I'm being completely honest, I really do not want to replay Chapter 3 right now. But yeah. As for the bingo, the spaces I got in the end were Susie Origin Story, Green Soul Mode, Blatant Nightmare Knife Motif, No Papyrus, Song from the Sea, Freedom Motif, We See What's in the Bunker, Ice Palace, Miss Boom on screen, Night on screen, Mayor Halliday on screen. I didn't get any others. I did not get the game over one. There weren't game overs in each chapter. Caddy and Jockington didn't even appear. I was expecting Caddy and Jockington, but we got no guest Lighteners, which honestly makes me think that Burley might be the exception, not the rule, because of the weird route. I was actually I was a police skeptic. I was a Toriel skeptic, if I'm being completely honest. And I was right. So we get points. I got lore tokens for that one. There was not a sepia speech. I mean, it depends on what you want to count. Like, by the technical definition, there was not a Rousey sepia speech, but on like a broad Rousey lore dumps, a significant piece of lore, I would say that definitely was what the first speech in the start of the game was. I was really expecting Lantern rules to be like a thing in every chapter. We did not get rules every chapter. He was not in chapter 4. And that's the other thing. I think that this has proven to me that these chapters are not predictable. I was really expecting chapter 2 to kind of be like the structure for the game going forward. At least for like the most part. But no. Anything goes. There can be multiple Dark Worlds within one go. There can be, I guess, multi-sided Dark Worlds. I don't even know what to make of that with Susie. Like, okay, so the Knight made their Dark Fountain. And, like, they made 2 Dark Fountains. They made one in the first room and then one in the second room. And also, it's blatantly confirmed at this point that 3 fountains is not a hard rule. That is not a thing. I didn't think it was a thing, but that is confirmed not a thing. Because there's the Dark World in the bunker, there's the Dreamer Residence, and then there's the Castletown. And if you needed more proof, then there's the Susie Fountain and then the Knight's Fountain, which are both open at the same time, and Castletown. And they were fine. But I do think it is confirmed now that if you make a Dark Fountain within a Dark World, it creates the Roaring. Or it creates a Titan. But not necessarily the Roaring. It kind of seems like the Roaring is like maybe what happens when there's multiple Titans. Like, what did Susie see? Susie saw something. She knows how the story will end. We don't. I don't know. Like, Susie, what do you know, honestly? I don't know what Susie thinks she knows, or actually knows, because I do think the prophecy is true on some level. Maybe Susie's right to doubt it. Maybe that is part of the point. Maybe the prophecy is made to be subverted, but yeah. I don't think there was a bake sale in Chapter 4, nor was there one in Chapter 3. There were literally no shops in both of these chapters, now that I think about it. Like, both chapters kind of faked out on the shops. Neither one of them had a proper shop menu. Which is really weird. The vibe I get personally is that Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 are a set. And Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 are also kind of a set. And that's interesting to me. And I wonder whether 5 will feel more like 1 and 2. Or more like 3 and 4. I have to assume that 5 is going to be more like... maybe 5 is just its own thing. I really don't know. Oh yeah, and I completely forgot to talk about this. The fact that Chapter 5, 2026, that basically confirms that Chapter 5 is standalone. I think we already assumed that, but this is the confirmation, I guess. the save points in the late world were just the Dark World save point, but like faded. I wasn't expecting that. I was hoping that we would get something like the annoying dog, but I'll take that. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say, honestly. I was really, really excited for this, and I think I got mostly what I wanted. I have a few grievances. I've already voiced them. I think Chapter 3 was a dud. I was really looking forward to Chapter 3, and I don't think Chapter 3 did enough with its premise. I feel like Chapter 2 is by far the best chapter right now. And I don't just mean that in terms of, like... I don't think that's nostalgia talking. I don't even know if this is, like, nostalgia, but, like, I don't think that that's just because that's what we had for the past 4 years. I think that Chapter 2 just has the best structure to me. It has a lot of cutscenes, but it's Deltarune gameplay at its core. With Chapter 3, they kind of just kept, like, slowing the gameplay down with really, really unfun arcade. The mini games were fine, to be clear. I like the Susie Zilla, I like the Chef, I like Leitner's Life, I liked all of that. I did not like the boards, the Atari worlds, the like the Dragon Blazers, Ice Palace. I didn't like any of that. That was really not fun. Especially because it makes you do like weird route stuff for the Shadow Mantle. Like, that's not good. That's not fun. Like, I get it, but like, I don't know. I really did not like it. I think that it's interesting. I think that I would say that the cat is out of the bag with the Chris player stuff. Like, I've been saying for a while that I think there's going to be a moment where it's basically explicitly shown that Chris and the player are two different entities. And I think that sequence in Chapter 4 basically is that moment. For anyone who's not understanding what's happening, I think that's as explicit as the game is going to get, that you and Chris are not the same thing. You are the soul. You are the heart. You are not necessarily Chris themselves. Chris themselves has... I think that's why they waited so long to reveal the Chris phone stuff. Because to me, that kind of tells, like... I assume that the intention there is like, oh, like, Chris has their own stuff going on that you don't even understand. It's not just that, like, oh, you and Chris are separate. No, Chris has their own things going on. And Rouse with the prophecy stuff, I really liked Rouse in the chapter. I think Rouse in Chapter 4 is probably the highlight, as well as Susie. Chapter 4 was good. I think the story-wise, Chapter 4 is insane. I just didn't like the gameplay that much. If I'm being real, that's the thing that holds this one back. Man, I'm going to have to come up with a new model for the Dark World at this point. I don't know if I think Big Book theory is true anymore. I think Big Book might be wrong. Which is fine. I'm not too attached to any one theory. But, yeah. It is currently 2:13 a.m. I have been here all day. So I am going, for one, to sit down and try and get some sleep. And in the morning, I think I will watch a Weird Route guide on YouTube. Or like a playthrough without commentary. I don't think I'm doing it myself. I wanted to going into, but I'm being for real. Chapter 3, I'm not playing that again. Not for a while. Okay? I'm done. I did what I wanted to do. I'm done. I'm good. I'm like, I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole for a good while. That was not fun. This is Brix Braxium signing off for now. Goodbye. Thank you for watching this. Thank you to my editor, who can put their name on screen if they desire. Thank you very much for overlooking this, even just a little bit. You might miss some stuff here and there. I hope not. But I hope that this has been a fun experience for you. at home watching this, and to myself in the future, I have to wonder how insane I sound, because there's a good chance that a lot of the stuff I just said is not stuff I'll agree with in 5 months' time. But, yeah, there's so much to learn. I feel like I found a lot of good stuff. I'm very happy that I found both secret bosses. Does the knight count as a secret boss? I don't think I would count the knight as a secret boss. I would say that we have 3 secret bosses right now, and then 1 ultra boss that's kind of just hidden. And, like... Okay, wait, Okay, wait, am I crazy? Hang on. I'm checking this. This is my last thing I'm doing. Did this... No, whichever file has some more playtime on it. Yeah, this. Oh, huh, when you load in here. That's weird. Is it Ultra Heal? No, it's still Better Heal. So we never saw Ultra Heal. We never saw what Ultra Heal was. Axe of Justice. I guess the Justice Axe is actually pretty good for the Titan fight. I should have equipped it probably. I didn't equip it because okay, that's the other thing I didn't like about Chapter 4. This might be a hot take. I don't like the TP limited mechanic. That's a dumb mechanic. I think that Deltarune combat works best when everything is working. And that's the one thing I don't like about Chapter 4. I think Chapter 4 bends the game state a bit too much with stuff like, oh, what if you couldn't gain TP? Or what if you couldn't, you had to fight a secret boss with only Susie? And it's like, okay, that's fun. I understand what you're trying to do. But I like this game when it's being itself. I love this game when it's being Deltarune. And it kind of sucks because it doesn't have any special ability, which means that, like, I actually do think that the Double Knife is the better option right now, because magic on Susie, that means something now. That actually does genuinely mean something now. And, like, yeah, that means something now. I got distracted. I was doing a whole sentimental goodbye, and I got distracted by myself. I'm going to head out now. It's like if I do chapters for this video, this is like the secret extra epilogue rant, the secret rant. Anyway, this is Brooks Braxium signing off for now.